In this video, we will take a look at the key new features introduced in version 9.1 of Origin and Origin Pro. The most significant additions to this version are the improvements to Origin's graphing capabilities. We have also added some new analysis tools and some time-saving features. We are going to look at several of the graphing improvements. First, let's see the new grouped plots introduced in 9.1. Origin 9.1 allows grouped box plots to be created from both raw or index data. You can also create the grouped column plots from index data. A great feature here is that you don't need to sort the data first. This really saves time as you do not have to reorganize your data. You can control the styles in group plots, and you can customize the gap between or within the groups. You can place tick labels tables below and above the chart to display labels for group identification. Let's now view improvements for box plots. With the new box plot, you can control the box width with a variable located in the worksheet header row. The X position of the box can also be controlled by a variable in the worksheet header. Origin gives you the ability to easily customize every component of the box chart. For example, it is now easier to create an eye-shaped box chart, and you can also decide which components should be displayed in the legend. Let's now review the improvements made to column plots. Origin 9.1 supports creating a 100% stacked column or bar plot directly. Data will be automatically normalized to a percent scale. Also, connect lines are now enabled on stacked plots by default. You can use another data set to control column widths. With the new formula header row in the Origin 9.1 workbook, it's easy and convenient to work with column formulas. In Origin 9.1, there is a new toolbar button to add asterisks and bracket objects as graph annotations. We have also improved polar plots in Origin 9.1. You can use the crop feature to focus on a particular area of interest in the plot. It is now easy to decide the number of radial axes and where to position them. For angular axes, we have added more built-in unit types, and we have also added a custom unit type option so you can define your own settings. Origin 9.1 also allows you to configure the direction of the angular axes, the start angle of the angular axes, and gives you free control of grid lines. Now that we have gone through improvements to existing graph types, let's take a quick look at new graph types introduced in Origin 9.1. The new 3D OpenGL waterfall plot gives you more control over axes and plane configuration than the old waterfall plot. You can use the free transform tool to rotate or resize the graph. The new Piper diagram can be created from data organized in XYZ columns. Origin 9.1 also introduces marginal histograms and box charts, which can be created directly from two data sets. Another new plot type in Origin 9.1 is the 3D ternary surface and scatter plot. In addition to the new and improved graph types, Origin 9.1 also provides many new controls which will help you customize your graph. For example, you can now add multiple axis breaks in X and Y axes. You can define multiple tick positions and give each of them a custom label. You can define your axis scale with a custom formula. Since we have added support for multiple break regions, you can create different axis scales. Another feature we have introduced is smart labels. Smart labels can be auto-positioned to avoid overlapping. They can be attached to a particular vertical or horizontal position. And furthermore, you can also turn on leader lines to clearly associate your labels with a data point position. That wraps up the graphing features we will cover today. In this next section, we are going to move on to 4 new analysis tools introduced in Origin 9.1. We have added partial least squares regression in Origin 9.1. A partial least squares regression allows you to construct predictive models when many highly collinear factors exist in your data. It is also useful for variable selection and dimension reduction. The new Rank Models tool allows you to fit a set of data with multiple fitting functions at one time. The results are ranked by lowest BIC AIC values, thus allowing you to select the function which best fits your data. In this case, the data was fit with a collection of peak functions, and the PSD void 2 function yielded the best fit result. A 2D integration gadget is now available. It can be used with image or contour plots of data contained in a matrix or XYZ columns. You can move and resize the rectangle to control the integration region. Two new smoothing options have been added to the Smooth tool. These are useful for detecting data trends. Origin has also introduced several time-saving features for performing repetitive tasks more efficiently. You can perform batch plotting by duplicating a graph with multiple other data sets. You can perform batch analysis of multiple curves using gadgets. You can copy analysis operations and paste to other graphs. You can also copy and paste column formula to other columns. More details of these time-saving features are presented in a separate batch processing video. For a detailed list of features in Origin 9.1, please visit the 9.1 page on our website.